What's up, everybody? It's Jake. Legends never die, where neither will you if you know Jesus. This is part 2 of my Christmas pickups. Today, I'm going to do the modern stuff, some autographs, a bobblehead, the 60s, a couple really cool Sandlot items, and looks like I got a card in the mail from a YouTuber that I will save until the end. So let's start off with the bobblehead. Hopefully we can see him in screen if I put him in the very back. That's Brian McCann, somebody I consider a true Brave, so I do still collect him. And now I just need an autographed baseball of McCann, and I'll complete my run for him. In terms of autographs, I got a few different things. A Brian Wilson, who is signing again for Topps for the first time in a very long time. He's a tough autograph, and he's in fan favorites and a couple other sets already this year. He'll probably be in some more here in the future, but I liked this one, and I love Brian Wilson's beard, so I collect him. Wanted an autograph of him for a long time, so happy to get this one. Then Johnny Damon, someone I believe should be in the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to put my money where my mouth is on that, if you listen to Cracking Cooperstown. So I picked up an autograph here of Captain Caveman. I know my boy Picker Jim S. will enjoy that one. Then for my 2018 World Series, 2018 5-star autograph of Max Fried for my 2021 World Series Braves winners. So chipping away at that autograph run there. Then I didn't have this card. Ronald Acuna Jr., 2018 Topps rookie of the reigning NL MVP. So I've got him. It also counts towards that Braves World Series team. Even though he didn't play, he was a big part of the team in the regular season that year. And then to finish it off, a really big autograph for my 2012 5-star autos. I have all the Hall of Famers already, but I am picking up a few more of them. Some of the fan favorites, some of the award winners, or guys I think will be in the Hall of Fame in the future. Well, this one currently still has the eBay authentication only until I can get a magnetic, and then I'll get it out of here. That's silly. But it's the 2012 Mike Trout autograph, numbered to 150. I should have left the middle spot open for him. Sorry, Max Fried. You're going to have to slide over here with Ronnie, and Mr. Trout is going to occupy the middle. Let's see. We got a couple more things here in terms of autographs. If you haven't seen it before, I collect Perez Steel autograph postcards. I do the ones that can be signed on card. I do the customs. Myself and Mike Baseball Collector do. And I also do cut autographs on them. But I own a unique segment of the Perez Steel collecting world, if you will. With these added, I own about 85% of the ones in existence. Back in the day, pre-internet, you had to fill out registration cards to send in to Perez Steel galleries in order to get the same serial numbered set the next go round for the postcards. The Hall of Famers themselves, if they wanted the same serial numbered set, had to do the same thing. So here are those, which are essentially all one-of-ones for each series. That's a Carl Hubble, which that's actually my first Carl Hubble autograph, which is kind of crazy. But him there, one of his registration cards. Here's Jocko Conlon, Hall of Fame umpire. Really cool handwriting there, and he filled out the full thing, which is cool to have. Then I've got a couple different ones, kind of some anomalies here. This is a Joe Cronin that was printed. Then what I discovered as some next of kin. So when the players weren't living, they were sent to their next of kin to see if they actually wanted to continue these registration sets, or if they weren't living to begin with when these came out. Now this one, he was living when they started, but not all the way through. This is Linda Page Shelby, which is Satchel Paige's wife. or excuse me, I believe it's his daughter. Sorry. But here's one that's kind of a unique piece. There's two more. Here's one that was a wife. Red Faber, Urban C. Faber. This is his wife. Filled this one out. And I pointed out little anomalies like this before, why I think they're real. Well, like this is filled out incorrectly. You know, with the typewriter on there, some handwriting in there, the state's on the wrong place, zip's on the wrong place. They wrote set number 4 over there, stuff like that. And then this one's really cool. I did a little bit of extra research. This is actually Ernie Lombardi's sister, because Ernie Lombardi had no children. So this is his sister, Rena Leanhart. So another next of kin. All right, so there's some of the modern stuff. Let's look at some of the 60s. All right, for the 1960s, starting off with a big one, second year card of Nolan Ryan, 1969 tops there for my set. I'm building all these sets, so I'm going to show you guys all these cards. Batting leaders with Clemente and Hank Aaron. A 1965 tops Mickey Mantle. Eat Your Heart Out, Dom. Staven Sports Cards. I know he still needs that one for his set build. A 64 home run leaders with 4 Hall of Famers. 3 Giants and my boy Hank Aaron. Shout out to THA Card Story. I've not shouted him out before, and I really like Matt and Tyrus's channel. Check them out if you haven't. Giant Gunners. Willie Mays and Orlando Cepeda. Shout out to my boy Sammy Thunder, big old school Giants fan. The 62 NL home run leaders, which features 5 Hall of Famers. You can see them there for yourself. A 1963 tops Mickey Mantle. One of my goals this year was to add 1 playing days Mantle. Well, there's 2 already, and we're not done for these Christmas pickups. 63 Willie Mays, another one for his run. A 62 All-Star of Mickey Mantle. Again, if you didn't see my first video, I've been working on essentially paying for these for about 8 months via my little side hustle that I do, and it has really paid off for me. Here's an LK line. So, okay, Will, I know you'll watch this. Yeah, technically I started a little bit early, but I'll be building the 1962 post set in 2024, or at least starting it. So there's LK line and his friend Ron Santo from 62 post. And why 62 post and not the other ones? Well, 62 post is the cards that are featured on the back of the cereal box in the Sandlot, and we'll have some more Sandlot stuff in a minute. A 61 Fleer Ty Cobb, kind of a type card for me. I just really like Ty Cobb, and the Drew won't send me his, so I guess I'll have to settle for that one. And then a handful, I'll go really quickly through these. 60 Fleer for my set. You've got Herb Pennock, you've got Mel Ott, you've got Frank Home Run Baker, Cy Young, the great Cy Young. Getting really close on this set. Desi Vance. I think I'm down to like 15 cards after these. Charlie Gehringer, the Mechanical Man. Great autograph. Lloyd Wainer. And finally, Ralph Kiner. Okay, let's look at the Sandlot items and that care package from a YouTuber. All right, I'm mixing it up a little bit. I'm going to do the card next. Because the Sandlot items are big, and I'm going to need to do a different camera angle. But I've got a Christmas card here. It says Warmest Wishes, and it comes from Eric, 4-leaf cards. Great dude. Love Eric. He's a really cool guy. It says, spreading joy and cheer this festive season, some local flavor to spice up your holidays. Merry Christmas, Romans 5:8. Eric. Thanks, man. Let's see what he's attached here. That's the local flavor. A couple cards taped to the side in a team bag. Oh gosh, I see the one on the back. Not cool, man. Here's a couple Durham Bulls autographs, which are cool. Oh, okay. I see what Eric did with this other one. And Alex Torres. All right. So I could only see the back first, and I was like, not cool, man, because it says Duke Blue Devils. And I was like, no, dude, not cool, because I'm a big Tar Heel fan. But it's actually an unopened little pack, and the 81 Tar Heels are on the front. So that's super cool. Let's see if I can see anybody in here that I recognize. Yeah, we've got... Sorry, I have to look up a little closer to see their numbers. We've got 21 there in the front row. That's Kenny Smith. 30 there in the very middle. That's Walter Davis. You've got 52 in the back row. That's James Worthy. You got 51, Serge Swicker. And 44 over there, Matt Doherty. And that's just off the top of my head. And obviously, next to Kenny, you've got the great Dean Smith there on the front row. So thank you very much, Eric. I appreciate it, man. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Let's take a look at those Sandlot items and wrap this one up. Okay, 2 really cool Sandlot items to share with you guys here at the end. The first one, this is an exclusive set of cards that was released at a frozen yogurt, a Penguins place. I've only ever seen 2 of these uncut sheets. I'm trying to find the location again of, the Penguins. There it is, Torrance, California. That's right, Torrance, California. Okay, so uncut sheet of these cards. You've got Kenny DeNunez, Chauncey Squints Leopardi, Smalls, Ham, Wendy, and the whole Sandlot gang, and then some coupons for getting these. And what's cool about this, ironically, is there's no Benny, which is interesting since he was the main character. You can see the back there, little write-up, copyright, all that stuff to tell you it was the correct year. But for, okay, I'll say it, the Sandlot Collector, at least here on YouTube, this is a really cool, unique piece for my Sandlot PC. But I've got to admit, it pales in comparison to this next one. So movies, especially back in the day, before they were officially released in theaters, there would be a early screening, a preview, if you will, usually for movie critics, selected crowds. They still do that today, but I don't think they do commemorative stuff like what I'm about to show you that came from that for the Sandlot. So it's shown in select theaters as a screening preview. And there was a kid that lived in Florida that is now grown up, obviously, because this was, 30 years ago. He lived in Orlando, and right outside of Disney, in association with them, they actually showed a screening on Sunday, March the 28th at 2 o'clock. Before this was, in actual theaters, they showed the Sandlot. This is one of the preview tickets from that screening. It's big, it's oversized, as you can tell. This one's damaged a little bit of paper loss in the corner, but this was crumpled up in a kid's pocket. The guy told me the whole story. Really cool how him and his dad went. His dad scored these tickets as a screening as a gift for him. And on the back, it's got the date and all that, how I can tell you what the date was when they went to do this. And this ticket admitted too. So there was only one of these, and for however many were given out for the screening, it was actually half of the viewership. I've only seen one other one of these. Now granted, it was authenticated already. It was slabbed, I believe, by Beckett. And it sold for like $600 before it was slabbed. And then it was up for sale for like $1,000 on eBay once it had been authenticated. It was the same one. And I don't think that it sold, but it's worth at least $500-600 because it was sold in this form before it was slabbed. So something super rare as a Sandlot collector that I'm thrilled to add to my PC. So hope you guys enjoyed checking it out. Part 2. I'll be back soon with part 3. Keep collecting. God bless.